in there and you get like, some would say, got like embarrassed kind of.
It's hard. It's obviously it's hard. But,
I mean, that was a big fight for him to take.
Ryan Garcia's left hook is widely viewed as a real knockout weapon, one that has ended several fights suddenly and without warning. Greg Hackett has openly raised doubts about Ryan Garcia's readiness heading into his fight with Mario Barrios. He has described the matchup as a true 50-50 contest and said Garcia will need more than just his famous left hook to come out on top. Hackett questioned Garcia's focus and preparation, pointing to concerns about discipline and commitment as the fight approaches. Trainer Robert Garcia has also shared his thoughts on the matchup. He believes the fight makes sense for Ryan Garcia and says Ryan has the ability, power, and speed needed to become a world champion against Mario Barrios. At the same time, he has not ignored the potential issues. He has openly mentioned concerns about how Ryan is preparing and the overall training setup leading into the fight.
The speed to actually go and become champion, but there's a few things that I see that might not be in his favor. And look, Barrios is dedicated. I know him.
He specifically noted that Ryan leaving experienced elite trainers like Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, and Derek James to work primarily with his father could present challenges. While he still feels the matchup fits well into Ryan's career path, he acknowledged that this change in training environment may not be ideal. The background of Ryan's father as a coach has also been discussed. His coaching experience includes time learning under Joe Goosen before working with other trainers and eventually guiding his son. This adds an extra layer to the fight because Goosen is now training Mario. Chris Algieri has pointed out that boxing often rewards popularity more than pure results. He explained that selective matchmaking can allow fighters like Ryan Garcia to secure title opportunities even after recent losses. Algieri also noted that Mario Barrios has shown vulnerability at welterweight, which can make him an appealing opponent for high-profile fighters looking for meaningful but manageable bouts. Paulie Malignaggi has taken a more humorous approach, poking fun at Barrios' tendency to be inactive during fights. He joked that Barrios sometimes throws so few punches that if he and Ryan Garcia faced each other and combined for only a small number of shots, the bout could somehow end in a third draw, continuing a pattern seen in some of Barrios' previous fights. Other analysts have compared Ryan Garcia's past wins to Mario Barrios' overall record. They highlighted Garcia's victories over fighters such as Oscar Duarte and Luke Campbell, contrasting those performances with Barrios' accomplishments. Despite Garcia's recent ups and downs outside the ring, some experts believe his wins may be more impressive. Duarte and Campbell are viewed as skilled and technically sound opponents, while Barrios is often described as a champion who benefited from favorable matchmaking and less demanding competition. Even so, they acknowledge that resumes don't guarantee outcomes, and how Garcia handles if the distracted and unfocused version shows up, similar to what has been seen in some recent fights, the outlook changes completely. Trainers like Sean Porter have said that if Garcia stays sharp, uses his speed well, and keeps his offense clean, he can win and may even score a knockout, thanks to his dangerous left hook when timed correctly. On the other hand, experts warn that if Garcia slips back into old habits, hesitates, leaves openings on defense, or fails to fully commit to training, Barrios' steady pressure and consistent output could take over as the fight wears on. In the end, the bout is about more than skill or style. It comes down to preparation, discipline, and execution under pressure. Richardson Hitchens has said that if Ryan Garcia does not make meaningful changes in his preparation, Mario Barrios holds a clear edge. Hitchens has publicly expressed concern about Garcia's focus and training habits, suggesting that relying mainly on speed and knockout power may not be enough against a strong, pressure-driven fighter like Barrios. Observers have also